Well, welcome back to Let's Play. We're next to Gale is blind, partially. Bow, bow, wow, wow, wow. I want to check on Duke and see what Pokemon I'm actually missing, because I forget what it is. Alright, if you caught our Saskets. Alright, that's too bad then. If you catch any rare Pokemon at a Pokespots, be sure to come show me. I can't figure the melody out, man. It's definitely E flat major C minor. Oh, I was like, yesterday, I wasn't recording here, I had a guitar lesson, and I showed and asked my guitar teacher about a track from Muller Free called Resolve, and it has like, I don't know, it's like, I thought it was like something like this, right, where it goes... I always assumed it's gotta be a D chord, but no, my guitar teacher pointed out the bass was actually playing it's like an E to an A, and it was E minor 7, A dominant 7. Like the bass was going E, A, and then it was like, then there was a D in there, then a B, and then it kind of went back to the E and A kind of thing. So it was actually playing off those notes, and I didn't realize it, because I have a bad habit of just paying attention to the melody and not even trying to work at the bass. The bass determines a lot of things in music. But anyways, we're here to battle. Sir, this is a duel square. We live by tradition here. There's no need for greetings, just battle. You have to feel like this track is kind of like it starts off in either G major or D major and then goes into A major. It's definitely one of those. It's just funny in a way because the Muller Free track I was mentioning has a bit where it goes from D major into A major, or rather B minor and B minor harmonic minor. Because it does a kind of chromatic thing, but I was focusing on the strings, so God knows what the bass is actually doing. But yeah, let's kick some ass and get some levels. Easy as that. Coward, you dare dodge the sludge! I have no idea what the chords are. I can't hear it clear enough from just my TV. Definitely starts on an A major, probably. How dare you mildly hurt me, you bastard! For that you will have sludge cake. Except it's not a cake, it's just sludge. And the battle is going to be won by me. And everything's faster than Lord Sludge. Eat sludge, bitch. Never works, does it? It does. It worked on Mount Battle, of all places, on the final area. That's Lord Sludge can, you know, be helpful in some situations. Not even a single level. I didn't count on losing. What a surprise. Sludge surprise. If anyone demands a battle here at Duel Square, you shouldn't complain. That's the rule around here. Well, why can't you battle me? Because you knocked out my bug, but I gotta go restore the health and just stand around here all day. You want to battle with me, don't you? I can tell. I was seized by the urge too. We have the same voice. Your hands are huge. I mean, your hands shouldn't look that big compared to the rest of your arms. But hey, that's, you know, the least of it, really. You got the anime-styled eyes, which are not very realistic. The crazy hair. I mean, they've both got the same kind of hair going on a bit here, haven't they? It's like, are you me from the future or an alternative world where it became a kind of drifter or wherever the hell you are? Let's take out the Salamander. Wow, one shot each. Not that I'm entirely surprised, but still. Level up. I should really go back to the starters LP and figure out what the hell I said originally. But I think even back then I was like, I don't remember. 120. Whenever I see that number, I always think of like the default tempo whenever I open a new tab file. Always set to 120 by default. I think that's kind of just the default in general. It's like if you make like a music video wherever in Hatsune Miku Plunge Diva F or F2, whichever, it'll always like have a tempo choice and it'll always be 4/420. You can alter it, but I don't know what actual significance it has, if any. Wow, nice one, Lord Sludge. You know, with me, with all the songs I've recorded, I mean, there's only a handful really, but I would just wonder what tempo they're actually at, because I don't know. I don't think a tempo. I just play and, you know, go with what works. So it's a bit confusing when I like think, so what's the tempo? What's the time signature? Well, the time signature is probably pretty easy to decipher, but tempo, man, how do you figure out tempo when you don't even have drums? Heck, I barely even use bass. Like in my recent studio video, you know, that was quite a few months back now. I mean, I used bass on that one. It was kind of a disaster at the start, but it kind of worked out towards the end. when they had that kind of very modal, kind of probably Lydian kind of style bits, where the bass got a bit funky. Espeon and Lord Sludge, one shot with Shockwave, that's an improvement. Although, it is mostly down to critical hits, really, isn't it? And being super effective at the same time. I underestimated you. Thought you were just a kid. Not bad. It's not going to be this way next time. That is, if I even battle you again. Bonjour! Did you know my Pokemon and I match Espeon? Sorry, I'm not very good at French pronunciation. But why are you speaking French anyway? You know, that's a good question, actually. I mean, I know they speak in English. Depends on what language it is. Like, what if this was like... Actually... I think about it. This didn't even have a language setup. I mean, obviously it's a PAL version, otherwise it wouldn't work on my GameCube. Unless they don't have the region lock thing, I don't know. But it's definitely the PAL version, I'm pretty sure. I mean, usually in PAL versions of the game, you get multiple language choices. I guess they couldn't be bothered with this one. You usually get options for French, Spanish, Italian, German, and all that. Usually just those main ones, really. But I didn't see any in this one. But imagine if you did, just like play it in French, which apparently doesn't seem to be a thing here. Just be like, and then you say bonjour, just like, so, makes no difference really, because it's in French. But no, it's only in English. So, like, Japanese version, obviously in Japanese, so they did the same there as well. I haven't say bonjour. So, like, you're kind of like, it's kind of like acknowledging actual languages there. I mean, they're speaking English here, but it's a different world. It's like, you know, you play any kind of fancy game and all that. It's not like they're actually speaking English. They're speaking English so you can understand them. Doesn't necessarily mean they're speaking English. It feels a bit weird when it kind of acknowledges kind of real languages in that kind of way. Anyways, I don't think I can never lose now. I'll show you my aggressive style. I do a lot of lifting, but not a lot of running. Giant feet, though. How much you want to bet that tent crew is not going down in one turn? You only got 2 Pokemon? You know what annoys me about Pokemon like Machamp? Is that the only way to evolve them is to trade them. And it feels like even if you trade it between, say you got 2 DSs, for example, or Game Boy Advance or whatever, and you got each version of a game, and you trade a Machoke to evolve into Machamp, and then you trade it back. It feels like it's no longer your own Pokemon, even though it still is, because you've traded with yourself. I know, it just bugs me that you have to do that, you know, just to freaking get those Pokemon. Same with Alakazam, same with any Pokemon that you have to trade to evolve. And especially the ones where you gotta trade with an item, because that makes them more of a pain in the ass. Especially if you can only get one in an entire game. It's bullshit. I mean, it's always been there from the very beginning, you know, had freaking Machamp and Alakazam after all. But still. Much like version exclusive Pokemon, it's one of those things that just bugs me. Level up. Did I say version exclusive or event Pokemon? Because I meant event Pokemon. Oh, version exclusive Pokemon suck ass as well. It's just an excuse so they can make 2 versions, and then a 3rd version. You gotta hand it to, you know, Game Freak, though. And Nintendo, they really know how to, you know, market their games. On and on, playing things too aggressively. Too aggressive on the marketing. So many Pokemon games. This can't be right. Fateen's fortune telling has a reputation of never being wrong. You know, come to think of it, do they even have dialogue when they defeat us? I think they do, potentially, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter to me who my opponents are, even little kids. I battle with all my might. Yeah, I was kind of like, in my mind, for some reason, I thought he was going to send out a Gumrup or wherever the hell it's a Ramsass. But you know, Macargo is kind of close enough, really, isn't it? Fire type and all. Aim for whoever comes after. Wow, it's part poison type, isn't it? Still did alright. Lord Sludge, trying to get his ass, well, her ass kicked, no. And for that I cannot approve. Oops, targeted the wrong one, but Espeon will knock it out anyway. Sludge on Sludge. Your Sludge is not as effective. Though Lord Sludge could use some healing. Eat Sludge! Dirt. Oh, we had to lose. And pay 500 Poké Dollars, or whatever it's called. You, who do you think you are? I'm not losing next time. You what? Lord Sludge, just switch you with today. This is a duel square where the weak fail and the strong prevail. Don't be rattled if someone suddenly challenges you to a battle. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, by the way, I'm not a trainer. Even though I look like a trainer. That's one thing I find strange, is that ghost-type moves are effective against ghost-type Pokemon. It's like ghost Pokemon can't even stand each other. Level up. So slow though. Man, so overpowered, aren't you, Espeon?
So stubborn!
That pose. Like, That building in the background, all these buildings actually, it almost seems like a rundown kind of military town or something. I don't know. I feel like crying. If you get the urge to battle, come for a visit. We're always waiting. It's like you were about to break down in tears and now you're just like, oh, well, I'm alright now. Doesn't seem to be any trainers. Remember when there was a roller skate kid here back in the day? I wonder if this is the same trainer from way back when. She'd be like walking around here. These two look familiar, but I think they were on this side as well. I think this guy was as well. This guy was definitely there, but I think it was further up. There was that one trainer that was dressed all in pink. And I think there might have been another trainer. Battle Square has seen better days. There's not as many trainers as there used to be. So I guess go to the Colosseum to do some... Well, actually, yeah. The thingamabob is in there as well. And can you imagine being tall and you just like running while looking backwards, just like weep. Ow! When Cypher ruled Pyrite had been in charge was a man named Mirror B. I think the name was. That name is laughingly silly, but he was supposed to be a tough battler. I would have liked to take him on. Well, he looks sillier than his name. I know. Just like, let's tell you again. Mirror B. It always bugs me that Mirror B, his name actually has the period, the dot in his name. So you get shit like that. It's like Mirror B, dot, comma. It's so weird. Hello, this is the Pirate Colosseum. Would you like to enter a knockout battle challenge? If you like are excellent, will you be entering with the Pokemon in your party? I'll show you in. I hope you'll try hard to win your challenge. Have you noticed all the receptionists look the same in this game? And imagine if they made every character unique. That would be so time consuming, wouldn't it? I would not want to be in one of those stands, man. This place is run down. The place was run down in Colosseum, let alone this game. Sit back and have a good look at my elegant aerial battle. You hinting that you're gonna be using flying type? It actually looks like she could be like, I don't know, flying type gym leader or something, you know? My god, this is not the place for level grinding, that's for sure. Come to the wrong place. I like how the music is like all epic as well. It's like, oh, this intense battle that's really one-sided. I'm not expecting to be that underleveled. Should have gone to Relgam Tower. This is a one-sided battle. Well, it's already over, isn't it? It was over before it even began. Ash shots. Oh, you've made me a bird with broken wings. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to love and live so free. When we hear voices sing, the good love will open up us and let us in, yeah. Singing way off key there, but the song's not playing, so I didn't even get to read your line, Miphis. Sailor Miphis. All these Pokemon are going to be level 20, aren't they? I like these guitar-driven tracks. And these were originally Colosseum. Probably C major, A minor, I think. Defense curl. What if it's playing Dorian there? Seem to be running into that a bit if the case, because that Muller Free track I mentioned I asked my guitar tutor about, I was kind of playing off Dorian as well. Mostly because it's kind of like chord progression kind of goes around it. It's like... and it's kind of mixed Lydian. And then I guess whatever... I can't tell. My guitar teacher said it was like D major 9, which I guess would make it Ionian. But I couldn't tell if he meant a D add 9 or a D like dominant kind of 9. Probably not dominant, I imagine. And then like a B minus 7, which would be Ionian, but whatever, I'm rambling. My spherical Pokemon are perfectly shaped, but this battle has gone less than perfectly. So it's the training session. This is not the training session I was looking for. Whoever wins or loses, let there be no hard feelings, okay? Of course, I will win. If I had my amp on, I could just put the headphones on properly and try to figure out what the bass note is. I've lost track of my pick. It's like I'm not even paying attention to the game. Well, what is there to pay attention to? There's nothing going on here. It's a really one-sided battle. Now my bed covers are blue and my guitar pick is also coincidentally blue. That's an A. Might be A minor, C major. Pretty common key, that. I remember when I tried figuring out tracks from Digimon World on the PS1. Those ones are a bit more pain in the ass. Have kind of different keys. Quite a few flat keys. And again, the only ones I really tried to figure out were Shinramon's theme, which was technically just, I think, E minor, G major. And, what was the other one? Ice Sanctuary, which kind of had a flat key going on, key changes as well. Couldn't quite figure it out. And Misty Trees, I think, was in. I'm not sure what key that was in, I forget. I think it changes key. But it's very modal, and that's why I wanted to figure it out. Because it sounds nice and it's modal. But I'm going off on a ramble and not paying any attention. Who's surprised? I'm fighting level 20 Pokemon for crying out loud. Did I even read the guy's line originally? Well, I lost that one. I lost my guitar pick. Somewhere. Yeah, it ends on a G. If you can beat me, then you're the champ. However, the possibility doesn't exist. That possibility, I mean. Go on. Yeah, I can't hear my guitar enough to really figure it out. I figured out how that goes. Oh, that's it. It's definitely not sticking to one gear. No, don't think it is. It's like C, G, B flats, A, G, wait, yeah, A, G, F, G. Maybe it's D minor. But it doesn't feel like it at the same time. It's kind of feels like it's kind of flirting with different keys there. Maybe it's even going a bit chromatic, I don't know. Definitely feels like it's moving quite a bit. I have no idea. It always bugs me sometimes. I just pick up my guitter randomly, trying to figure out something, and I'm just like, I can't figure it out, man. That was rough. Boss, how is this possible? My superior intellect was bested in battle. I wasn't even paying attention to the battle. I was preoccupied with trying to figure out the keys to the tracks. Congratulations for winning your challenge. What a marvelous run of battles. Here's your prize money of 2,880 dollars. That's more for less there than all those battles in the battle square. And as another prize, we also present you with a TM5. Wow, didn't know you were just handing out TMs. We look forward to your next challenge. TM5 raw. Do 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 do. I want to go back to battles, but at the same time, not really, because can't be asked recording a third recording. But I'm just like, by the time I get to Mount Battle, I'm freaking Pokespot. I just know it. It's gonna be like, oh, I'm here again. And I'll be like, well, fucking bullshit. No. That's probably what screwed me over before. Because it's like, yes, but he goes no first. That's probably all the times where I think I'd saved the game, but didn't. That's probably part of the reason why that fails sometimes, isn't it? You know what? Let's briefly go, because we got time, why not? Alpha Sapphire, continuing on where we last left off. It's been ages, so bear with me, I can't remember it quite that well. So first image, my combustion taking on electric. Look at those trees in the background. Was it Fulbon Town or wherever it was on the route towards there with the soot and shit. The next image is some of that route. Next image is this guy's like, kid's like, it's fun getting myself half buried when the mountain is covered in ash. And my thought was, have you heard of Pompeii, kids? You shouldn't really take joy in that. It can be deadly, man. Some more of that route. And the glass workshop, then volcanic ash in the glass items. And the monitor underneath, that's how it looked in the original. In Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. That's how the game used to look back in the Game Boy Advance days. Heck, LP'd Pokemon Emerald, so if you've seen that LP, at the very least, you obviously know how it looks in the original. Very different. I made glass out of volcanic ash and then used the glass to make items. Blink, blink. At least this place looks nice, I guess. All the buildings look nice. I mean, how are you supposed to grow shit in that place? I mean, look at that, man. It's near a freaking active volcano. There's soot everywhere. How does that work? I don't know. I don't do agriculture very well. Oh, Michael, help! You've got to come with me. Michael, please, you've got to help me save him. I'm going to head after them right away. Let's meet up at Meteor Falls. And unlike in the originals, I don't recall this. It's a cutting-edge telescope. Look at that. The professor's place is all pimped out here. And just like microscopes and shit. Much fancier. Even sat on his bed, because you can do that in the game, as I pointed out before. Have you already challenged Flannery, the leader of Loveridge Gym? Well, of course not. Well, I have since, but of course I couldn't at that time, because Loveridge was closed off because of Team Aqua and Magma being dickheads and battling each other and just like doing shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Lynette. Look, I've actually got an actual character now, rather than just one of the default kind of sprites. In the old days, it used to take 4 of us to make a Pokeblock with this machine. Oh, good days. Good old days those were. I still don't know how to make Pokeblocks in the game. I mean, the machine's right there, but I don't know how to get it to work. I only tried once or twice, I think, and I forgot how I went about it, but I couldn't figure it out for some reason. Move Maniac's house, let me teach moves to Pokemon. And he's one of those weird guys with the costume on. He's got a nice house. And I found a nugget! They've actually got craters. I don't think they had craters in the original. They might have, but they weren't so distinct, I don't think. Fossil Maniac's house, all rare fossils are mine. No, they are mine. And there's his brother in his house, and the giant hole he built. I am the Fossil Maniac. I am a nice guy who loves fossils, but you can't have any, so fuck off. Look at that waterfall. And look at the water, man. Isn't that relaxing? And my Lombre's like, no, first encounter with Whalmer, not impressed. Combuskin, first encounter with a Gyarados, no problem at all. Lynette's house. Complicated math formulas are displayed on a monitor. Complicated math formulas, man. Why is those complicated math formulas? Some mother right outside her house. And look at this guy, man. He is totally jizzing. Challenged by Pokemaniac Steve. Of all the names, anytime I hear the name Steve, I think of Eddie Izzard, because he always uses that name. You guys, where are you taking the professor? Oh my god, what? Lord Sludge is evolving! Congratulations, your Lord Sludge evolved into Swalot. And look at the size of these craters, man. And look at the size of that one, that's huge! That could be extinction level one right there. Well, probably not. It'd be very deadly though, probably. All surrounding area would probably be pretty fucked. You have to shout your Lehi-ho too, since it doesn't echo here because there's outdoors. Meteor Falls, Rustiboro City through here. And Meteor Falls looks nice. Nice. And then Aquagoons. Give it up, you bozos! Let the professor go! We've got to leave Professor... save Professor Cosmo from these people! Michael, please battle together with me! That's totally how she'd sound. So even I, Team Aqua Admin Shelley, have been made a fool. I don't really remember if they had female admins, or even admins in general. They might have, but they've got distinct admins here, so I like that. This'll be my first time battling beside you, Michael. I've got to do my best. And the Aqua Grunt and the Admin Shelly engage in battle, and Combuskin looks on. And her Shroomish looks on at the Grime and the Mightina. And we continue to look at the beautiful background. And then she's like, "Oh, did I go too easy on you? Why do I look like a rabbit?" "We did it, Michael. We won, yay!" And all that. And who's there? I like the expressions. They actually, emote. Even Team Aqua showed their faces, huh? Ha ha ha, later day is brats and Team Magma. Alright, time to rush to Mount Chimney. I'm rushing through these, aren't I? From what I have seen here, it appears that you are working against our rivals in Team Aqua. You'd be facing us if you had the Omega Ruby version, but you don't, so we're not enemies, technically. You child are grown oppose us in the slightest, and I, the great Maxi, will show no mercy. Oh, bother. I mean, even the protagonist is like, I like that when they show emotion for once. Never mind those nuts, Professor, you do it okay. Never mind what's happened, I've got to get the Professor back to the lab in full. How did you come with me, Michael? To Malvile. And I like how he's just randomly after challenges like this, she'll just offer to randomly walk with you to wherever location you gotta go next, and you automatically go there. Right on, let's hit the road. And then we've arrived in Malvile City. Up ahead here is Mount Chimney, huh? Yes, yeah. So I took a seat in the place leading up. The cable car's ready to depart. Would you like to board it? I was like, yeah. Look at that scenery. Thank you for using the cable car. Receptionists at the base are twins. Receptionists at the peak are also twins. Everyone's a twin in this game. Jagged Pass, direction of Ridge Town. As you can see, there are goons of Aqua and Magma variety. But that'll do. That was image 91 out of that one, so keep that in mind for next time. And in all that time, no spot monitor detected. I guess you can't just stand around, you gotta be walking. It's like hatching eggs or some shit, is it? It's like, no, you gotta keep on the move and battle, otherwise it doesn't work. But whatever. I'll see you next time, beards. See you next time.